Everybody, I am today with these two young gentlemen from Key Biscayne, Francisco Lauzan and Manuel Cortabarría. How are you doing, guys? Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much for inviting us. I'm very excited.
Hi, Charlie. Yeah, nice to meet you. We're very excited to do this.
Yeah, now I'm very excited because what we're going to be talking about is mixed ability rugby, which is a fairly new thing in the rugby landscape. Just started in 2009. And you guys, well, just before we get into it, just present yourselves, like who you are, where you playing, a little bit of your rugby history. Francisco, you can go first.
Yeah, well, I'm Francisco. I moved last year from Buenos Aires to Miami, Key Biscayne. I used to play in Casi, Club Atlético San Isidro, and now I play here in the Key Biscayne Rats, under 19.
Under 19, okay.
And I lived in Key Biscayne my whole life. I grew up playing rugby. My dad was one of the founders of the Rugby4All, and he's been a huge advocate for my involvement with the club. So, rugby is just one of my favorite hobbies. My favorite sport. I fell in love with the game. So it's been amazing being able to give back to the community.
Okay, so let's start by explaining, because many people will not know what we're talking about. What is mixed ability rugby? Which, in your case, your program is called Rugby4All.
Well, mixed ability rugby, I think some people confuse it and say that mixed ability is just people with intellectual disabilities playing together. But for us, it means a community that plays together. We play together with adults, the kids' parents, and them. So I think that it's not just them. I think what makes it special is that we all play together and it's mixed.
Yeah, I mean it's in the name Rugby4All. Like it's for everyone, right? It's something recreational that we can all come together to play the game that we love. The parents come together. Me and Fran invite our friends. They love it. They have so much fun. No one is ever told no. Everyone is always welcome to come. It's great. It's a great addition to the community, and it really helps out the the rugby community as well, being able to bring them all together.
And how did this idea came to you guys? What prompted you to start this?
Well, before moving, I saw that this was something that was already in motion in a lot of clubs in Argentina. In my club, in Champa, your club, Charlie, and a lot of them. And I had a few friends whose siblings used to play there. They had intellectual disabilities. And when I moved here, I noticed that that was something that was missing. And I thought it was a good idea me and Manu thought it was a good idea to start this.
Do you guys have any like direct relationship with people with disabilities in your family or friends?
Me, yes, I have a cousin that is physically disabled, and is seeing her always on the sideline, especially when we're involved in physical activities. It's not the best feeling, and honestly, it's way funner when everyone's involved. So it's just amazing being able to play with everyone and having everyone a part of the game that we love.
Okay, and was this something you sort of took it upon yourselves, or you had some help from your parents or other people from the club?
Yeah, well, Manu and I had the idea, and I think our parents really helped us put it in motion instantly. I think that between having the idea and starting the practices, it was a very short kind of span. So we had the idea, and 2 weeks after, we were having our first practice. So I think they really helped us with that.
Yeah, our parents helped us a lot with our outreach. Right, we're just two teenagers. We don't have that much connections. They helped us invite all these different kids and all these different athletes, and also they helped us connect with the Rugby4All club. The club was very supportive of the idea. They took us in. They're giving us shirts. They gave us balls. They shout us out. it's been great with their help.
And how long have you been doing this?
We started our first practice in March, beginning of March, and we do it every Friday at 5 p.m.
So when you started, how many kids? Well, these are not necessarily kids, right? They're actually in their
Well, I'd
20s,
say the average age is about 16.
16.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably I think higher, like 19. We started. We had the first practice with I think two athletes. Um, it didn't really matter as long as we had athletes that had fun and were really enjoying what we could provide, and we had all these parents that could help us out. It was just a great activity overall. And then now we grew it to I think 10 athletes. So we're still growing.
And right now, how many kids do you have attending the practices?
Um,
Yeah,
More or less. More or
about from 8 to 10 per practice. That's
less.
it.
Okay. I I also want to say I am personally like invested in this because I have two kids with disabilities, and my club in Uruguay, the Champagnat, they have been doing this program now for like 2 years, and it's really amazing. I mean, they got a lot of kids. They have like 30,
right.
and they had you just knowing these kids, and this must be the same experience for you guys. They're such a joy to be with, and when you interact with them, it's like they are such like pure souls, right? So tell me a little bit about how has that experience been playing with these kids.
Well, I think that the first practices were a little harder because we didn't know them much. And I think as we get to know them more, the quicker they learn, the more trust they have in us, and the better the relationship is. I think you really get to know them. I mean, they teach us a lot too. I mean,
Right.
yeah.
It's way more casual now. They come. They already know the drills we do. We do a lot of kicking, a lot of one on one. They love the game. The mini tocata we do at the end. We've really grown a strong relationship with the athletes, and yeah, it feels great to be a part of the growing community of rugby because you know how in America, rugby isn't as big of a sport as in Uruguay. So to be one of those active members of the rugby community, trying to add to the involvement of people and bring more people into the sport, it's amazing.
What has been your experience with the parents? Because of course, typically most of these kids they depend a lot on their parents, and many times the parents are very involved. What are the parents telling you guys that this activity has meant for these kids?
Well, I think at first it was harder because rugby has kind of a bad image, a kind of violent image. So the parents and us were nervous at first of how they would take it and everything. But now the kids and the parents love it. I mean, we've had one of the kids' moms tell us that we don't understand like the relief and the happiness it brings to the family knowing that their kid belongs in a community, is having fun, and is safe. So that makes us really grateful too.
Right now, you're just basically like playing touch, right,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
in individual skills, but eventually, I mean, mixed ability rugby is full contact. Is that something that is in your plans? I know you have to go slowly, right? Because it's very delicate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely in our plans. I mean, we think about it. We think I mean, it's easier said than done because even doing touch rugby, some parents are nervous bringing their kids. And I mean, talking with the founder of the Pumpas in Argentina,
Okay,
he told us that he had the same show. He does do contact rugby.
we have
And
played against the Pumpas,
sorry?
Champagnat. We have played against the Pumpas.
Yeah, no, that's why they're very big. They went to the World Cup in Spain
Yeah,
last year, and well, he told us, Daniel, that at first he had trouble recruiting kids, and what he did was just walk around and give kind of cards with the Instagram or the Facebook, and so the parents looked at it and they saw that it wasn't as bad as they thought, and that's what we're trying to do. I mean, we printed cards with the Instagram, so just give them to the parents and say, "Look, here's what we do," and then they feel safer.
yeah,
Right.
definitely. You have to show it, and maybe also get some testimonials from the kids and the parents that are involved right now, so you can explain this better.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be great. As far as like expanding the game, the mixed ability game, it'd be great to get other clubs in Florida to kind of follow our action, so we can maybe form a mini league and provide more competition and more events for the participants of Rugby for All. Um, yeah,
Yeah, definitely. I don't know if you have already talked to other clubs, but I think there is a great possibility
right.
of of that starting around other clubs. I myself had this idea of starting uh, one of these teams in the here in Miami in the Kendall area,
Mhm.
but I just didn't get to it because I'm like very busy
Right.
doing.
I mean, rugby's a simple sport, and everyone's so in love with the game. Like everyone has so much passion for the game. It's just a part of being a rugby player. So I feel like in clubs like Okapi or Boca, they would love to add this addition to their club, in which they can involve players that are sometimes left out due to any disabilities.
Maybe this is just a quick idea. It just occurred to me that maybe at some point you can sort of visit these clubs with your kids
Yeah.
and do a little practice over there, and maybe get a couple from that area, and then from there on maybe
Hmm.
it takes off. So I'm really looking forward to see how this progresses. I know I have promised to visit you guys. It just hasn't happened, but it will. And just as a final message, what would you say to, because as a parent of kid with disabilities, I know that a big issue with these kids once they get out of high school is they just don't have too many venues to do stuff, either because they just can't do it because of their needs, special needs, or they're not available. So this is one thing that would be available for kids that have exited the high school, and I absolutely am sure that they would love it and make a big difference in their lives.
Yeah.
So what would be your message for hopefully we'll get this message out to parents that have kids with disabilities, that for them to bring them and try it out.
What I like to say is that rugby is one of the most passionate sports. It has the most intense feelings. We fight the hardest. We play the hardest. I mean to say we play the hardest, but we also love each other very much. We love our teammates. We go into games with them. We get we get really intense. Sorry. Um, this is just a really simple game. It's a game that it doesn't take too many rules or too much technical skill to be good at. It's just a way to get social with your friends, and it'd be great to have more members involved in the rugby community.
Yeah, I mean, we understand that sometimes, these players don't have a lot of things to do, and that's why we try to be a constant. Even here in Key Biscayne during like storm season, where it rains every day, we try to either rent the gym beforehand so we know that the kids can come and have a space to play because they love it, and we never cancel. That's why, I mean, we always try to do it every Friday at 5 so the kids can come. And so I think, yeah, that would be the message. You should bring your kids. They will always have a place here in our community. yeah, they'll have fun.
Okay, this is your Instagram for people who want to find out a little bit more, and I guess your contact is also over there. They can get in contact with you through your Instagram. And okay, so guys, it's been really a pleasure. I want to really congratulate you. It's really nice to see young people doing stuff in rugby, and especially on this side of things. So I want to congratulate you and your parents because they brought up good kids.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Charlie, for having us.
It's a pleasure. Just I'll see you soon. Okay.
See you soon.
Thank you.